Okay, so we're here this morning dealing with the Monique and DL Hughley bullshit. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm down with Monique on this one because I'm a father, and if any motherfucker had dared put their hands, I don't give a fuck if you 12, 2, 1 on my daughter, bro. It been some shit. It been some repercussions. I would have believed her, and that motherfucker, something would have happened to that little nigga. That little 13 and 14-year-olds that have been tried and charged for molestation, for touching on boys and girls at a young age. So there's no excuse. I don't give a fuck how young the dude was. If he was young enough to do some shit like that, he was young enough to take the repercussions of it. Or at least make sure that he gets some type of help where he understands what the fuck he doing. But that shit wouldn't have been swept under the rug. Secondly, if I didn't want anybody to fucking know, which I wouldn't have went on my goddamn radio show and announced it to the fucking world for people to pull up receipts talking about it. The very same shit you do, everybody else doing to you, and now you want to be soft about shit. There's one thing that Monique said, because I had DL Hughley's back on this at first. Because like I said, some shit I wasn't paying attention to. She's been out of the limelight for a minute. That's my bitch too. So for me to say that, that's a lot. But as I start looking into this shit, like really looking into it, bruh, you've been talking shit this whole time. You've been talking shit for years. Like that woman said, bruh, and honestly, y'all can hate Monique, but she telling the fucking truth. And that just makes me mad because when I see the truth and see how people stirring the pot, like I said, man, y'all doing this shit over and over again, even with the Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett shit. It's like people act like they can't read between the lines of reality. The reality is she had a contract, that nigga didn't. The reality of it is he wanted to argue his position over the shit, but she had the actual contract. And she still, if you ask me, Monique was the bigger person. Because Monique went on with her contract, knowing that she wasn't supposed to be the headliner. So if she didn't show, who would have honestly had been fucked up? Because if you got legal documentation, she would have got her money regardless. That's what people need to understand. DL wouldn't have got no fucking money because DL ain't have no contract. She had a contract. So if y'all talking about breach of contract for her, it would have been a breaching contract for this dude too, and it still is. So I'm anxious to see how this legal shit gonna work because again, legally she's the only one that's showing anything. Everybody else is running their fucking mouth. Let's be real. Monique is booked. Hell, we buying her tickets here in North Carolina as we speak. She booked. So all this shit motherfuckers talking about, bro, y'all need to stop. Vivica, all y'all need to stop. Because if it weren't for the little podcast y'all on, we wouldn't even hear from you motherfuckers. You or DL. Like, just being real. And if we all compare y'all careers, I got Monique hands down. If I had to ask for a black celebrity all-star group of actors or fucking comedians, Monique damn sure gonna be there. Because it's one thing she's always been able to do. If anybody's watched Monique from early on up, she's always roasted motherfuckers. That's what had me really like her blunt ass fucking comedy, dude. Like, I mean, if you from the hood, you ain't trying to hear no bullshit. Let's just be real. We want to hear, yeah, Detroit represented what the fuck they represented, dog. We want to hear that real shit. And I respect them because we like that in North Carolina. We don't want to just hear no shit. That's why when Cat Williams and them come through, we show them niggas love, bruh. Real talk. So I don't give a fuck. Long as we like what you showing when you come to our state, that's what the fucking show is for. You're not going to perform the same way you do in every state. Because some states ain't going to want to hear that shit. Let's just be real. You got to be a real fucking fan to buy a ticket any fucking way. So I'm just saying, man, for those that were there and saw how many standing ovations she had, bruh, fuck DL Hughley, man. Because bottom line, they telling Monique not to talk about shit. Bitch, nigga, you put out all this shit on your daughter. She ain't just saying this shit. You put it up. You gave the world and her something to say about your stupid ass. And I'm just being real with you. From a man that made his whole fucking career, radio career, on dogging other people and talking shit and giving your personal fucked up ass opinions every day, you should be able to take somebody else's concerning your own. And with your daughters up there talking about all she doing is drinking and shit, I'm just saying, like, if you drink every day, most of the time you dealing with trauma. I don't know anybody that just wake up and just be drinking and shit. Ask all the soldiers that come home drinking and shit. Don't that PSTD be killing their ass. That postpartum, that stress, whatever the fuck they call this shit, bro. It kills people every day. People deal with shit. Traumas, you deal with that shit in different ways. I smoke. Some people drink. Some people fuck. Some people rob. Some people just do what the fuck it is they feel like they need to do to get that aggression off their chest. But at the end of the day, man, this is my point on this video. Stop talking about somebody dragging your daughter under the bus. Bitch, nigga, you did that. You did that the moment you didn't believe her. You did that the moment her attacker was let go and let free with no mother. I don't give a fuck how old he was. Like I said, I got a daughter and 3 boys. They all in this bitch. And like I said, if somebody had went or touched one of my boys, bruh, I would have believed him. And not only then, that little boy would have got fucked up. That little girl would have got fucked up. Whoever it would have been, I don't care what age it is. If you old enough to traumatize my daughter or my son, then you old enough to deal with the consequences full force, nigga. I believe that's Monique's fucking thing. Don't say who the fuck apologizing. I can shoot your mom and apologize, but they don't change the fact she did. They don't change the fact niggas had to mourn her. They don't change that shit. So at the end of the day, man, people need to really wake the fuck up. Maybe she trying to do something that her father didn't do in the beginning, which is really bring a whole bunch of complete closure to some shit. Because again, I guarantee you she ain't have much to say when her father went on his radio show and announced it to the world and said all the fucking shit that he said. Like I said, and that was really to me was half-assed. Just like Will Smith's apology to Chris Rock. Because you apologized, but it was not no action taken against what the fuck that nigga did to your daughter. You didn't take no action. So I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't feel sorry for you. If anything, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face because you always on your radio show talking about what you would do and what black men and black people need to do and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo when we dealing with type of situations and shit. And like I said, it's disheartening to hear that your ass didn't even stand up when the fuck it really mattered in your life, in your situations, for your family, nigga. That you got to apologize for not being a man, nigga, for not being a father, for not being a real husband. All those 3 things I just named should have had your foot in whoever that was ass. Or a lawyer or somebody, dog. The fact that it didn't, don't sit here and get mad at somebody for commenting on what the fuck you already know. What you knew immediately, dog. That's why you say, I just wanted to bet the worst mistake. Yeah, that ain't no mistake, dog. That can't even be called a mistake. That's worse than a mistake. Like, seriously, that's some shit that should never happen as a father to your daughter. And if it does, you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame nobody. You got basically like I raped the child look on your face. Even when you talking about it because you didn't believe her. That's just as bad, bro. I feel like that's just as bad. Your daughter got raped and then you didn't believe her. She got molested, then you didn't believe her. You could have salvaged some of that shit if you believed her. Because she would have known that every man ain't like that and every man ain't going to second guess her. But you did as her own father, nigga. Dog, I ain't got no respect for your bitch ass. You can have all the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever this, what is this shit he got on his fucking face right here? You can have all the Dick Gregory fucking hair he want, dog. I'm just sick of that nigga, dog. I really am. I'm sick of that dude. All the shit he been talking, like I said, Monique might not have crossed every I and dotted every T in her goddamn, you know what I'm saying, relationship. And yes, I said it like that, meaning that she might have did some shit backwards. But at the end of the day, bruh, her fucking career outshines yours by a fucking light year, nigga. There's not a goddamn piece of material you have done that I would want to watch, see, or do with my children, dog. The only fucking movie you even made that even let me know you was a movie star or on any level was The Four Brothers. And ever since The Four Brothers, what the fuck have you done to even solidify yourself to be talking the way you do? I don't know. Because truthfully, if it weren't for all the characters in that movie, bro, nobody would have watched that shit. Let's just be real. And you want the main character in that fucking movie. It was a whole bunch of shit that was jumping off in that movie that really overshined you in that goofy bitch that was supposed to be your wife in that movie. So I'm just saying, like, y'all need to quit this shit, man. You ain't really did no serious shit your whole career, man. And then talking about other motherfuckers, Kanye and everybody. Kanye done toured the fucking world, bro. You couldn't be on Kanye's level if you dreamed. So sit your ass down and speak through a mic, dog, and just be the fuck who you is. But again, stop thinking that you can't get the shit that you dish. Like I said, and y'all motherfuckers is on this nigga dick. Y'all gonna feel real stupid when this information come out. It's a whole bunch of information. If anybody know how Monique deal with shit, Monique don't never drop everything at the dime, bruh. She bit by bit by bit by bit by bit She be cooking their ass to the point where she backs them in the corner that they tried to back her in. Then y'all motherfuckers will come out, oh my God, Monique was telling the truth. Oh my God, Monique. Yeah, bruh. Again, everybody gonna hate you when you speaking some shit that they don't want to hear. And y'all gotta remember, there's a lot of predators out here too in the industry, in the game. And some of these motherfuckers will do shit to their own family just like they'll do shit to other people. And y'all need to think about this. How many kids, even last year, just in America came up missing and nobody's talking about it? And most of them were girls. There's over 250,000 fucking females in America that got missing last year that we believe are in sex trafficking. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. I believe Monique on this shit. As men, there's a lot of shit we can't sit down on. That's her point. There's some shit y'all need to, when y'all hear it, it should light a fire in your ass. If you a real nigga with any type of masculinity or any type of real concern for your people, when you hear certain shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta like you or hate you. But if I hear some shit that ain't right, I'm damn sure gonna speak and move on it. Cause we in that fucking time. If you ain't moving on something, then what the fuck are you doing? Nothing. Man, we just need to goddamn, we need to wake up as a people, y'all. This shit is crazy, man. Like I said, I ain't mad at Mo. I feel like Mo's trying to really uncover some shit that in the end, a lot of you black women that's on her ass right now, y'all gonna really be thankful about that shit. Cause I don't know if y'all know, but in the state I'm in, even up and down, it's a whole bunch of shit like this that happen to little girls, man, and nobody believed them. And then them same motherfuckers walk around talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being real with you. I done had to hit a motherfucker last week for that shit. Like, for real. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I see something going on with nigga kids, bro, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, bro. I don't give a fuck who you is. You believe the police took me to jail? No. That's why I say it's the difference between talking about this shit and really being about it, dog. Like, that nigga ain't about that work, bro. And like I said, y'all need to stop following D.L. Hughley. He's a fucking coon, bro. He's a coon. He's the type of nigga that'll turn on his own at the drop of a hat to make a check. Y'all need to stop fucking with that nigga, dog. Straight up. Fuck D.L. Hughley. And that's my post on this damn video. Fuck that nigga.